Today's adventure takes us here near Seneca, Illinois, into the old Christian cemetery. Now this cemetery is one of those that is amongst the cornfields. It is an old pioneer cemetery going back to at least the 1830s. I do see some flags in here and what appears to be Civil War tombstones, which is very common in these types of cemeteries. And please do me a favor. If you like this video, please hit that like button. Feel free to comment. And if you like my content, please subscribe. So come with me today as we explore Old Christian Cemetery. Okay, this is one of those awesome finds. We're in rural Illinois, near Seneca, Illinois, and we are literally in a cornfield. Let's go check out this cemetery, guys. This is one of those Zinkies, the metal tombstones. Mick is the name, and this is in great shape. You could tell just by the color. Yeah, Jesse Mick died 1889. Just awesome. Really nice tombstone. We have a lot of tombstones that appear to just be knocked over. Francina, this is still readable, which is unusual. Daughter of Mick, 1859, 14 years old. That's a shame. And right next to it, we have another one. I see Ellie and Eddie. They both look like they were young. I think they died near the same time since they're on the same tombstone. It looks like Eddie died 2 years old. Well, it looks like Ellie died 1876 and Eddie 1862, so I take that back. They did not pass at the same time. There are a lot of tombstones in the ground. All we see there is 1877. Let's take a look at some of the ones that are standing. Let's go right over here. As you can see, this was marked off. There was at one time a fence here. So you could see the connection point for that fence, long gone. What a nice plot. Don't know if I'll be able to read any of these. We have war veteran there. So somebody in here is a war veteran. I do see Joseph. Infant, it says there. We got the dove. That's all I can see on that one. Harmon, maybe? Man, I mean, these just have been abused by the weather for so long that they're just nearly impossible to read. And we can see this was the original gate to the entrance of this family plot. As a matter of fact, you can still see a portion of the gate here. The rest of the gate is long gone. And let's see what tombstone is in the middle, if we can. I can't really read that at the angle I'm at right now. It's very difficult to read. That is pretty nice that it's still standing, still very straight. This is similar in fashion, this family plot. Brundage is the name. John Brundage there died, looks like 1891. I'm not going to walk in there because the weeds are very high. And it's interesting how this pretty much mimics that in terms of the tombstones, which way they're facing, and the fences and everything else. Yeah, a lot of these are just completely worn. I see Joseph Brundage there, Nelson Brundage, there's a couple of names, Anne, Caritha. See one that's completely sheared off, which is, to me, unusual. You can see this is actually marble, and you can see how they embedded that in there. It's kind of neat that it's sheared off so you can see the insides of it. Here's some more tombstones here. Oh, here's that post that's sheared off. It's right there. And there's more names on this side as well. So this is the Brundage family plot and everyone related to them that is in here. Like many of these pioneer cemeteries, there is, of course, a Civil War soldier. This one says Ladies Auxiliary, VFW. The name, I don't want to risk damaging the flag there, so I'm just going to leave that be. And then we have Rolf, R-O-L-P-H here. Nelson's the name. It's like 47 years old. Elizabeth died in 1852, and he died September 28th, 1852. She died October 14th, 1852. At 10 months, and he was 17. And then we have Franklin, October 19th. Still can't see what year, but he was 7. So a lot of tragedy went through that family. And then we have Anne, 1881. Anne was 60. Wonder if Anne was the mother. And then more names on that side. Laura Lewis on that side. Wow. All right, we got some more flags over here. Another flag, I should say. We've got more tombstones in the ground. Let's see if we can read any of these. Allenson, son of George and Louisa Pope, born in Lorain County, I'm not sure what that is, 1862, age 19 years. That is really in good shape, as well as this one right here. This almost looks fake because it is in such good shape yet. Hannah, wife of Gallagher, 1856, 67 years old for her. And then another family plot next to that. Not sure I'll be able to read anything off of that. I know I won't be able to. This is a rather large cemetery. I mean, a lot of tombstones have been knocked over. I see Julia there. Wife of H.S. something or other. Julia was 64 years of age when she passed away. And then we have a series of smaller tombstones here. We got one here. Of course, I'm upside down. Let's see what we've got. Catherine, wife of something Dottenhofer, 1854, age looks like 39. So Catherine was rather young. So this must be the Dottenhofer father, mother, another one there, and you can see the Dottenhofer. Here's Catherine right here. Lawrence, Catherine, and Catherine. So he was married several times. It looks like his first wife, Catherine E., passed away in 1854, and he married his second wife, Catherine, at some point after that. And another Catherine, and then 2 infant children. And that's how close we are to the corn, as it is late September, and the corn is about ready to be harvested. And right behind me, yep, a tombstone. One can't be read, but behind that are several in the ground. 2 larger ones, 1 smaller one. Caroline, something, not sure what that name is. She was wife of somebody, and I assume maybe this could have been her children. It's my assumption there. To give you a good view of this small cemetery. I do believe there are many more graves here than what are marked, seeing all the tombstones that are actually in the ground. As you can see here, there's 1, 2, 3. You can barely make out that third one. That third one's almost completely covered. 4, well, that's the base, and 5, and then the only reason why I know there's one here, this must be a base, is I walked over it, and then there's another tombstone here. So there's a lot of tombstones in this cemetery that have been knocked over. Elizabeth here, 1854, age 67. Here's one here that still stands. Albert, I see the name. Can't make out the name next to it unless that's his last name. I guess the good thing about these ones that are still in the ground, most of them are very readable. See, 1856, age 28 years. And then there's a couple more here. Charles Booth, 1860. Jonathan Booth, 1864, it looks like. This one here, not as in good of shape. We have another Booth that looks like Adelina, maybe? And I want to say that's 1818, guys. Is that 1818? If that's 1818, wow. I didn't think the cemetery was over 200 years old, but it sure looks like in 1818. There are just many, many of these that are in the ground. What's over here, if anything? Oh, this one's just crushed. There is, this is the shape of a plot, but I don't know why. I don't see any stones or anything in there. So I don't know why this is like that. Not sure. Not sure. I noticed this area of high grasses and weeds, and it's kind of away from the main area of the cemetery, although there are still markers around me. And yeah, there's definitely So that looks like a post that fell over there. I don't know if you're able to see that. There's definitely tombstones in here. I don't know why they don't clear this out. But you can see the main cemetery is over there. Huh. I can't see any more tombstones in there. It's just all buried. Okay guys, another awesome exploration at this old, very old cemetery. And if that one tombstone's right, 1818, over 200 years old. I don't see a lot of cemeteries around here that are over 200 years old. So that is just awesome. And these family plots, man, I just love exploring these cemeteries. They're just great. And thank you very much for coming along with me today. And until next time, that's right, keep exploring.